Hi, this is Jill Hutchison with your Tuesday message. Today we're going to be talking about the third of the 6 steps. Last week I spoke about number 2, the week before number 1. It's the 6 steps that Napoleon Hill wrote out in Think and Grow Rich. I've got the book in my hand, as you can see, and I'll read it to you. It's establish a definite date when you intend to possess the money that you desire. I also talk about it in terms of when you intend to get your goal or achieve your goal. Now, why do we establish a definite date? Remember, we've already fixed in our mind exactly what we want. We've then determined exactly what you're prepared to give to get that. And now we're talking about a definite date. Well, a definite date gives you a sense of urgency. And that sense of urgency is actually quite important, because when you're talking about wanting something, if you don't know when you're going to get it, you don't know how much work you have to do right now, today, in order to achieve it. So if you wanted to fly overseas next week, you'd be doing different things today compared to if you were flying overseas in, say, 6 months' time. You might be packing, you might be making sure that your passport's ready, and if it's not, getting an emergency passport. You'd be making absolutely final, definite plans for your arrival, whereas if your flight only leaves in 6 months' time, you know that you've got 6 months to sort that out. So you would then have other things that were more important to bring in. Whereas if you were leaving next week, other things would be less important and you'd focus only on that goal. So giving your goal a definite date then tells you exactly what you need to do today to get there. I think that too many people set vague goals. They say, oh, I wish to travel overseas, or I wish to have a business, or I wish to have 10 more customers, or I wish to have another $10,000, but they're not precise enough with the date. So those goals always remain wishes. And then it's the very same people that say things like the secret don't work, the law of attraction doesn't work. You know, I've been dreaming about this goal of mine for years and years and years, and it hasn't happened. Clearly that stuff doesn't work. No, it's not that that doesn't work. The law of attraction is always working, because it's like gravity, actually. It always works, whether you believe it or not. It's just that you haven't actually adhered to the rules that you need to actually achieve your goal. So establish the definite date by which you intend to get your goal. A cautionary word here is, if you're getting close to that date and your goal hasn't been achieved, don't change your goal, change the date. Because we don't know how long it takes for that gestation period between when you set the goal and when you actually achieve it. It could be a lot longer than you think it's going to be, or it could be shorter. So don't think that you have to spend 2 years getting it, when in fact you might be able to get it in 1 year. The other thing about setting a date is that you open up your diary and you see if you're free that day to actually achieve whatever you're achieving. If it's a new car that you want, see if you're free to pick it up that day. Because if you're not, then it's pointless setting that date. Open your diary and see if you're available. You might decide to change that date. The more real it becomes, the more believable it is to you, and the more you're actually likely to achieve it. If you're not prepared to put it in your diary, I don't think that you're prepared to take the action to actually get there. So think about whether you're prepared to give a definite date to your goal, and whether it's actually the right goal for you. Next week, we're going to be talking about creating a definite plan for carrying out your desire, and begin at once, whether you're ready or not, to put this plan into action. So this is where we get to the action steps next week, and I look forward to that. I've really been enjoying your feedback, and if you'd like to add some comments below, please do. And on my Facebook page, I love to hear your feedback in terms of your goals and the definite dates for them. This is Jill Hutchison with your Tuesday message. Enjoy your week, and I'll catch you again next week.